Well folks, welcome back to the workshop to another power tool repair. We got another Makita, and today we had the turbo one the last day, so now we've got the standard Velcro sander on. This is the BO6030. Not that old, this one actually. 2021. Clearly doing a bit of work. It's working on a bit of mahogany or something. And for repair, because the customer says it keeps slowing down. First of all, let's see what it's doing, see what's wrong with it. So slowing down could be a sign of bearings gone. Although it doesn't sound like it. If there's not bearings, it could also be the armature. Or maybe brushes worn out. Or it could be a speed control. She's gone up and down a little bit there. Not 100% sure on that one because it's also making a bit of a smell. But it doesn't smell like a motor. It's an odd smell. Could well be the timber he's using. It's coming from a boatyard, so it could be any sort of timber. Or it could be a resin I'm smelling. Don't think it's the motor anyway. I don't imagine it might be the speed control actually. Might compare it against a new one actually. Pull out a new one and see what it looks like or sounds like against this. The advantage of working for a hardware shop, you have access to new machines all the time. Well, Makita, Bosch and DeWalt anyway. I don't want to dirty this thing, just want to compare the sound. Just turn it in that way so we can access the cable. Base is spinning free or two. This one's reading no resistance against it. So it could be a bearing starting to go bad there. Going by the sound. Especially that wee hunting sound, I would say it is the speed control. Maybe not. It's the same sort of spluttering sound. This is definitely running a lot slower on a lower speed, so we'll chance the speed control before we do anything else. Right, that just shows you how often this part fails. None in stock. No second hand ones, no scrap ones. Get these in for repair quite often, but never get a scrap one left on for spare parts. Never fade that badly. They could normally be fixed up. Oh, before I get a shock, pull that out. Right, they're looking 15 minutes now for a part. Forgetting it's still plugged in. Not in all the normal places. I thought I would have had one of these, but apparently just don't. That's smaller than I thought. This was longer, but it's not as big as I thought. first thing, we'll just check the brushes just in case. It's easy to pull them out as well, make sure they're okay. Sometimes if they're not making contact, it can cause the motor to slow down as well. But no, it's not them. I'll probably have to order one of these on. I was going to say I might rob it out of the brand new machine. Just strip that out and replace it with a new one whenever it comes on, because this could take a while to get. But today this is wired on. I don't really want to do that. What I will do is double check the bearings just in case one is starting to fail. And it's binding up whenever it runs. No, it's not. More than likely that just a rubber band was loose and it's rubbing on the base. It's not even rubbing that much. Might have been a wee bit of resistance there, but not much. That's okay. And that one's okay. It's not the bearings. It's not that old to be the bearings. More than likely it's going to be the speed controller. I think I'm just going to have to order this on. But this man's just going to have to wait for it. Does that come with wee? Yeah, it does. No, can't rob that off a new one. Going to have to order the parts on. Got a quick blow down, then put it in a box and wait for the new parts. That will be okay. It's been a while since this bag's been emptied anyway. I'll just dump that as well. One speed controller. That's the number there if you're ever looking for one. 631424-5. Now, which way is it wired on? Yeah, just a couple of wee crump connectors. Which way is that one? And this one needs to go onto a right angle spade connector. That'll be awkward. I don't actually have the right crimps for putting on the right angle connector. I just use a pair of pliers. It's a bit messy, so instead of messing around trying to fit the right angle, I'm just going to use a crimp instead. Cut the wire back here and just crimp it on, just like the orange one. So that's what I'll do. Might be a bit easier. That's just sitting in. So we'll get rid of the old one first. And want to leave plenty of room for cramping this on. Just get rid of that. Oh, still need the brush holder. the other way around. Front ways or back ways that way. Make more sense. Bit more of that one. Just twist and crimp. These might even be a little bit big for this. One more wee crimp. Get all these tucked back in now, out of the way. That should be her, ready to roll, or ready to spin. Forget this wee boy. This kind of presses in just to the aluminium body. That's just a wee side skirt. Just makes a loose sandwich between the frame and the base. Just whenever you're putting on a hoover to extract the dust, or whenever the machine's running, it's blowing the dust out. It just seals up the two and gets the dust coming out here instead of just blowing out the side. So I just have to tuck it on the whole way around. There's the lip the whole way around for it. Right, it should be this wee Makita sander, ready to sand again. Or at least ready to sand at full speed. That's her. That's how you fix up your Makita BO6030 5-inch Velcro sander if it ever stops going into full speed or the variable speed stops working completely. Just change the wee speed controller. That'll get her up and running again. Anyway folks, that's me, another Makita up and running again. As always folks, if you're enjoying the tool repair videos and you want me to keep posting them, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to help out the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. But until next time, I'll chat to you later.